That's it.
And welcome to the cab, where it is basketball time here at Caldwell County High School. The second region All-A semifinals about to take place. Eric Jacobs here alongside Dennis Stevens, bringing you all the action. We're in the semifinal matchup. It will be the Caldwell County Lady Tigers taking on the UHA Lady Blazers. See who has the opportunity to play for that second district All-A title, or second region, I should say, All-A title against Lyon County tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time here, Eric. I'm going to make sure I'm turned up. Am I on? Okay. All right. Make sure we're on here. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time here tonight. Caldwell County UHA met earlier in the season. Caldwell with a 3-point win in that one. Looked at the Licking House ratings before we came up tonight. Caldwell really about an 8-point favorite, so we're expecting a close game tonight. Talked to Coach McDaniels a little bit before the game, and I said, "What's the keys?" He said, "We don't know. We've been off for a little over a week." Said our worst games this year have been our first game of the season, and then coming back after the Christmas break against Ballard. So,
and always tough, especially coming back. We've had a little bit of tough weather throughout the week, pretty icy conditions. It's had school out, and so both teams, I'm sure, a little groggy coming into this one. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays into the first couple minutes of the game. It's almost like the first game after Christmas break, if you will. You get a little bit after that tournament, but between then, not a whole lot of playing, and so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Expecting a good one, and I would say the Lady Tigers definitely want that All-A regional title, or have the opportunity to play it come tomorrow. I think would say that that's a matchup they could win if they come out and play well. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. We're getting ready to get our starters all called out for this one.
Caldwell County will play as the home team tonight here at Princeton.
As we get our starting lineups, first for the UHA Lady Blazers, Alex Juckett and Shanique Level. Guard Lily Hendricks. Patier coming out. And rounding out as 50, Mallory Rager. Now for the Lady Tigers. Being called out first is Peyton Young. Sophomore Jada Boyd. Freshman JC Jaggers. Sophomore Lucy Goffinette. And sophomore Bella McConnell rounds out the 5 for the Lady Tigers. Both teams get set. Little last minute adjustments to get ready to tip off, and should be a heck of a game to get us back into the swing of things. Almost feel like it's been forever since we've been on here. I know you guys had one last night.
Yeah, and I think the rust was showing on me last night, as well as the teams from Caldwell and Crittenden last night. They combined for a little over 40 turnovers, so they really had some serious rust last night controlling the ball. So hopefully Caldwell County can start off a little bit cleaner tonight against the Lady Blazers.
Ball is up. Tip is won by the Lady Tigers. Jada Boyd will bring it inside the circles. Backed out, gives it to Jaggers. Boyd holds at the point left side to Jaggers. Wants to feed it inside. It's not there. So now go into the left corner to Goffinette. Hands it off to Jaggers. Thinks about a 3. Drives, skips it inside to the lane. McConnell spins, shoots. 2 points early on for the Lady Tigers. Up quickly, 7:35 to go in this first quarter. Weaver will bring it down coast to coast, has that ball stripped. Jaggers able to hold on to it, save it, and throw it in. Heads up play from the freshman. Now coming the other way are the Lady Tigers. Boyd kicks it out to Jaggers. will take her time and reset. Now to Boyd at the point. Try and feed it down low for Goffinette. That's going to be picked up by Lily Hendricks. Hendricks is going to take it end to end, floats it too strong off the glass, no good. So putback was up by Alex Juckett. She's going to be fouled.
Eric, one thing I've seen about J.C. Jaggers already this year, to be a young player, she's starting to learn what is a good shot and what's a bad shot. She's had a couple of open looks early, but she looks the floor over and tries to see if there's a lane to the basket.
At the free throw line is Juckett, her first. Off the back of the iron, no good. Foul for the Lady Tigers going against J.C. Jaggers. Will be her first, team's first. Juckett back at the line for her second, 0 of 1. Second one is up. This one, same as the first, no good. Goffinette snatches away the rebound. Lady Tigers looking to get out of the backcourt, get it to Boyd. Boyd pulls up, top of the key, up, no good. Weevil with the rebound. Weevil in transition. Throws it up off the bottom of the board, no good. Lady Tigers coming the other way. Goffinette trying to feed it to McConnell. On the left side of the lane, has that one picked up. And a little bit of run and gun basketball going to end. Weevil into the lane is going to be hit with a traveling violation. Drug that foot as she tried to get in, and a lot of back and forth, just not a lot of points to show for it here early on. Lady Tigers still with the 2-0 lead.
A minute 20 into the ball game, already 4 turnovers, 2 for each team tonight. Lucy Goffinette could have probably done better with a bounce pass underneath, tried to feed it across the lane and picked off on the last possession.
Both teams trying to shake off that rust, and a nice move there by J.C. Jaggers driving along the left side of that lane. Quick little fake pass, and then a great shot selection for the easy 2. Lady Tigers now lead 4-0, 6:20 to go in this first.
I think the kids call that a Euro step now.
Yes, it's the NBA step. Driving in is Juckett on the baseline, puts it up, no good. Young with the board. Young gets it to Boyd. Boyd to McConnell, spins, shoots off the glass and in. Lady Tigers take a 6-0 lead. 5:58 to go in the first, and looks like out of the 2 teams to start this one, Lady Tigers heating up a little faster than the Lady Blazers. Threes put up well short. Young able to catch that one. In transition, they get it to Goffinette. Middle of the lane, holds up. Can't get it off the glass. That one rolls up. Maybe a little bit of rust on that shot.
Yeah, a little bit of a bad angle, too, right underneath the basket.
And the rebound is taken away from the Lady Tigers. Lady Blazers in possession. They'll work it around the perimeter. Try and get it inside. That's going to be knocked away. Picked up by Jaggers. Jaggers trying to go around the back from Louisville is going to be fouled. And they're going to give that foul to Jaggers, so it'll be a player control foul. Interesting. I'm not sure where the foul came in on that one. Looked like she just kind of mishandled it, and then both players fell on it.
Trying to go for the ball, maybe committed the foul going over the top of the UHA player. I'm not sure. But
instead,
tough break.
Lady Blazers will inbound. Get it to Leeville. She'll swing it over right side for Hendricks. Comes to Juckett. Juckett holds.
Caldwell County brings Carson Parker into the game and goes to a 2-3 zone.
Juckett throwing up a 3 ball. This one too strong, no good. They'll kick it out to Leeville. Threes put back up. This one off the mark as well. Underneath the basket, shots blocked. Carson Parker able to snatch away that rebound. Lady Tigers in transition, 2 steps into the lane. Jada Boyd leaves it shy. Lucy Goffinette in the hunt trying to save that ball. Instead steps on the baseline, will be a turnover. Lady Blazers ball. Lady Tigers lead 6-0, 4:45 to go in this first quarter. And you really feel like almost both teams really trying to get to find a little bit of comfort in this game. Caldwell County able to find the bottom of the basket earlier on. Been in a bit of a scoring drought here about the past minute or so. UHA in possession, gets it out to Juckett, will drive. Ball's going to come off of her foot and out. Will be another turnover. Lady Tigers will have the ball, and there's not a lot of flow yet in this one. 4
turnovers for UHA at this point. Caldwell County did a good job rotating that 2-3 zone, and maybe UK can check them out on the live stream before they start against Florida tonight, because a good job by the ladies.
McConnell on the right side of the baseline, strong right hand, puts it off the glass and in. Extends the lead to 8. Lady Tigers currently on a 8-0 run. UHA looking for their first points of the ball game. We're going to have a timeout taken and that will be a full timeout. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the rest of the first quarter of action. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Back underway at the Cab. It's Caldwell County 8-0 over UHA in an early run. Here for the call is Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Dennis. We're back in action. Lady Tigers up 8-0. UHA looking for their first points of the game. A three put up by Weevil. That's going to be up and in. Cuts the deficit down to 5. Lady Tigers lead, 3:42 to go in the first. Boyd holds Lady Blazers set up in a 2-3 zone. Get it to the right side to Parker. Tries to feed it inside for McConnell. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession will go for the Lady Blazers as they look to work their way back in. Ball's inbound, and they'll get it to Hendricks. Hendricks able to beat the press. Gets across midcourt. Tries to float it down low. That's going to be tipped away and out by Peyton Young.
That was good backside help by Peyton to get back and put a hand on that one. UHA had the numbers after they broke the dribble at midcourt.
Weevil knifes her way through the lane, puts it up and in. Makes it an 8-5 ball game. Caldwell County holds on to the lead. Weevil coming into this game, one of the Lady Blazers' leading scorers. Her and Hendricks leading the marks for them. They feed it inside to McConnell. Tough shot. Middle of the lane, put up no good. Goffinette able to snatch away the rebound. In some trouble down low. Nice bounce pass underneath the outstretched Lady Blazer hand. And then Parker with 2. Caldwell County extends the lead to 5.
That was a great pass from Goffinette over to Parker.
Down low. We're going to have a foul. Looks like that foul is going to go against Bella McConnell. Got hung up with Pantier underneath the basket. McConnell will pick up her first foul. Will be the Lady Tigers' 3rd team foul. Well, inbounded to Hendricks. Hendricks drives baseline. Shot up, blocked. There's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Peyton Young. Young coming down to bring the hammer on that one. Got a little bit of contact.
Had to be with the body because you could hear the ball get blocked by Peyton from the back.
This first one put up, no good. Hendricks at the line. Have a substitution. Checking into the game is Hall for the Lady Blazers. Hendricks back at the line. This one is up, rattles around, no good. Pantier able to pick up the rebound, floats it high. Hendricks has it. Hendricks 2-step, right hand, no good. Gets a rebound, the putback put off the bottom of the basket. Young able to snatch it away. Peyton Young out of the backcourt, gets it to Boyd. Boyd will back up, slow down, and reset. Now left side of the circle for Goffinette. She holds, returns it to Boyd. They'll go right side. Back central, now left. 3-ball, Goffinette. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded Lady Blazers. Across midcourt is Hendricks. Hendricks goes left side. Pantier. We'll go to Juckett. Juckett holds, now has a 3, puts it up. This one off the mark. And soon a rebound is going to be picked up, no good. Parker able to snatch it away, holds, and will travel. Just lost her balance a little bit on that one. Had Lady Blazer underneath her, one beside her. Just scooted that foot.
That trouble came from trying to not step on bodies laying at the feet of Carson Parker.
That into Juckett. Juckett shot, put up shy, no good. This one up and in by Hall. Hall able to get the putback, and we are going to have just a mental mistake made by Peyton Young. Off the ensuing rebound, caught it, threw it off the baseline, picked it back up, or it entered into the field of play, picked it back up, and will be a turnover. Lady Blazers to inbound. We'll get it to Hendricks. She'll hand over to Weevil. Weevil trying to find some room up. Shots blocked. Ball tips around. Boyd able to pick it up. Trying to hold on to that ball. Gets it out of the backcourt. Will drive, spin. Shot up, no good. And it will be on the floor. Don't get the NBA continuation rule in that one.
She did a great job even coming up with the handle on that ball near half court. Got behind her and then decided to take it down the left side of that lane.
That foul is going to go against Lily Hendricks. Will be UHA's first of the game. Hendricks first. Young to inbound. Floats it over the hands of Parker. Parker able to hold. It's going to come off the foot of Juckett, and a lucky break. A lucky break for the Lady Tigers. Coach Thomas skipping that ball.
Had a little bit of a hard pass back over to the official, then realized, she said, my bad. She was a little upset, I think, with Carson not getting a hand on that ball on the inbounds pass.
I think we just had a flashback to college days on that one. We've got a foul on the inside on McConnell. Looks like that foul is going to be credited to, once we get a number on the scoreboard, that will go against number 11, Alex Juckett. Juckett picking up her first, team second. Lady Tigers in possession, middle of the lane to McConnell. And that's going to go the other way for a travel.
Game of spurts here as Caldwell County started out 8-0. Now UHA on a 7-2 run.
Lady Tigers still holding on to the lead. 58 seconds left in this first. Up 10-7. UHA in possession of the ball. We'll give it to Leeville, now over to Juckett. Juckett trying to float it down low. That comes off the outstretched hand to Hall. Able to be picked up by the Lady Tigers. Here's Boyd. Boyd content to hold. Now goes right side to Young. Inside to McConnell. Has that ball tipped away and stripped. Hendricks coming the other way. 28 seconds. Hendricks floats it high for Juckett. Inside to Hall. Hall has that ball taken away. McConnell on a fast break. Gets a 2-on-0. And Bella McConnell misses the layup. Goffinette misses the pushback. And in transition now, the Lady Blazers, they come inside to Panettiere. That's up, no good. McConnell with the rebound. 4 seconds to Boyd. Boyd to Goffinette. We'll get back to Boyd. Last second shot, up and in. And it looks like they're going to wave that off, so it will not count. So at the end of one, it is Caldwell County 10, UHA 7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with your second quarter of action. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
And we are back at the Cab. Second quarter underway here as Caldwell County leads this one 10-7 with the call. Here's Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Dennis. Back in action there. Lady Tigers looking to build on a 10-7 lead. 3-ball put up, no good by Young. Parker working hard underneath the basket, forces a jump ball. Possession will go to the Lady Blazers, but heads up play there by the freshman to make it at least a little difficult, saving the possibility of a fast break.
You get McConnell, Parker, anybody like that, if you bring that ball down waist high, they're going to grab onto it and cause an alternate possession at least.
UHA floats it far left side. Juckett pump fake, drive, shot is up and in. Somehow connected with that one over the outstretched hand of McConnell. Athletic play made by Juckett makes it a 1-point ball game.
UHA on a 9-2 run now after Caldwell County started 8-0.
Ball comes right side for Goffinette. Now left side for Young. Young will drive, feeds it inside to Parker, spin shot, puts it off the side of the backboard, no good. That ball is going to roll and out for a UHA possession.
That was a great play that's going to go unnoticed by Peyton Young. She got the ball. UHA anticipated her bringing it back out to the point. She ball faked it and was able to get it down low to Parker.
UHA looking to take the first lead of this evening. Juckett throws one up. This one doesn't connect. Hall with the rebound. No putback on that one. Scramble for the ball. Got a good old-fashioned scrum, and that one will go for the Lady Tigers.
Eric Hall for UHA is coming into the ballgame. Caldwell County is going to have to get a body on her out of this zone. They're going to have to know that she's in that middle. Really, UHA likes to dump it down to her offensively, and she's already picked up at least half a dozen rebounds.
Been fortunate so far that a couple passes to feed her down low have come off of her hand. We'll see how the Lady Tigers adjust. Lady Tigers right side, open look for three from Goffinette, connects. Smart play there from the sophomore, had an open look and took it, extends it to a 13-9 lead, 6:32 to go in the first half.
Caldwell County is going to go 1-2-2.
Hendricks throws one up, absorbs a little contact from McConnell. We'll send Hendricks to the line. McConnell will pick up her second foul, will be the Lady Tigers' fourth or fifth team foul. Hendricks back at the line for two. First is up. This one rattles around and connects. So we have a substitution. Hollowell checking into the game for the Lady Tigers. McConnell checking out. Hendricks back at the line. Second shot is up and in. Makes it a 2-point game. Lady Tigers lead 13-11. Boyd across the Caldwell County Tigers logo. We'll get it to Goffinette. Back to Boyd. They'll swing it now left side for Young. Young to Boyd to Goffinette. Open look for three. Up, no good. Rebound snatched away by Hendricks. Hendricks gets it to Leavell. Skips it over to Hendricks. Three ball. Count it. That one up and in. UHA taking their first lead of the game. Up 14-13. 5:52 to go in the second. Both teams looking like they're getting a little more comfortable as now we've got a steal. Leavell in possession. Puts it up and in. We're going to have a 30-second timeout taken, and UHA extends their lead to 16-13. And it seemed like at the start of the game, Lady Tigers really came out. Looked like they had a lot of energy, were really pressing, looking good defensively. And just the momentum, although basketball, one of those sports, a game of momentums, the swing at the moment kind of turning to UHA.
Well, you've got that, plus you've got a little bit of a foul trouble already with McConnell with two, and I think Jaggers came out of the game
with two
early in the first quarter. Haven't seen her back in some time. So a couple of starters out for Caldwell County. UHA able to take care of the boards offensively and defensively. And they're getting out on some fast breaks. Turnovers so far, I have Caldwell County with, 6 turnovers, 7 for UHA.
And UHA seeming to just hit the bottom of the bucket a little more as we've gone along in this first half. Caldwell County has missed a couple opportunities with just wide open looks.
Actually, 7 turnovers for the Lady Tigers after that last one.
Lady Tigers look to cut down this 3-point deficit on this possession. Boyd skips it to Young. 3 off the mark. Goffinette with the rebound. We're going to have a foul. And Goffinette, nice job.
Lucy bringing some of that soccer toughness from the fall in.
That's it.
Got in amongst the trees and was able to get the rebound.
It's a good job of shielding on that. So it's boxing out in basketball, same concept. Ball skipped right side for Young. Young will hold, feeds it inside to Parker. Parker steps into the lane, 2-step left hand off the mark. Contested rebound. UHA is going to be able to come away with it. Weevil in transition. Weevil 2 steps into the lane. It's going to be met with a lot of contact. That one could go against either or. Looks like they're going to give,
I think, Boyd
the foul. Could have been her or Peyton Young.
And there, kind of a poor job by the Lady Tigers. They had 3 girls back against 1, but nobody went over to stop the ball. Everybody kind of run alongside of her as Level makes the free throw. You've got to stop the ball first, get in a position. They just went down under the basket, and Level took it to the goal and picked up the foul.
Level coming into this game, the Lady Blazers leading scorer. She goes 2 of 2. Coming into this game, scoring 15.9 points on average.
Caldwell's going to come out as Kelsey Ford will check into the ball game first time tonight for the Lady Tigers.
Lady Tigers looking to get themselves out of this rut that they've hit in the second quarter.
18-5 run now for UHA after being down 8-0 to start this ball game.
Ford gets it to Young. 3 ball off the mark. Bounces around. Last off the hands of Lucy Goffinet, and it will be UHA possession. Then this Lady Tigers just looking for anything right now to hold on to and get that momentum.
The referees are letting this thing, they're letting them bang a little bit inside. I'd like seeing this other night with Kentucky and South Carolina, because that was 70-something foul shots. It's crazy.
Ball is going to be worked around the horn. Comes right side for Juckett. Juckett open look for 3. Connects it.
They can't miss right now.
And the Lady Blazers on fire, extending the lead 21-13 after a strong 8-0 run from the Lady Tigers.
Caldwell County up 8 early, now find themselves down 8 with just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Boyd will hold, gets it to Young. Young back to Boyd. 3 up, no good. Parker able to corral the rebound, gets it to Ford. Ford swings it right side for Young, back to Boyd. Boyd nowhere to go to Young. 3 off the mark. Gonna have a foul. Off that ensuing rebound will be Lady Blazers ball.
Eric, it seems like we're starting to settle for the 3 right now. We've gotten a little rattled. We find ourselves behind, and I think they want to try to catch up as quickly as they can. And our last 5 or 6 shots have all been 3s.
That foul going against Carson Parker. Parker picking up her first. Lady Tigers with 7 team fouls. So we are in the bonus for the 1-and-1. Hendricks will step to the line.
Hendricks 2 out of 4 on the night. Hit her last 2.
First is up. This one off the mark. Rebounds tipped around. Last off the hands of Anna Fitzpatrick, who's in the game now for the Lady Blazers. Lady Tigers will have the ball. Looking to work their way back in. Down 21-13, 3:53 to go in the first half. They'll work this ball around the perimeter. Get it center to Boyd. Boyd drives right side of the lane, gets it to Goffinet in the right corner. Now to Young. Young steps in, hands it off to Goffinet to Boyd. Boyd able to corral that loose ball, gets it over to Ford. Ford in a bit of trouble. Shot is up. No good, and they're going to have her for a travel. So just nothing really going right for the Lady Tigers here in the second quarter. Having a tough time. We'll look for a defensive stand here.
Going to go 2-2-1 zone press to try to take a little of the ease out of UHA getting down close to the basket.
Level feeds it across the backcourt over to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick will travel, so it will go the other way. Turnover fest continuing.
Yeah, that press caused that when UHA not ready for it. Caldwell County just brought the 2-2-1 out, paid dividends early. Now they're going to have to come down from the offensive end and start getting somebody in that lane, flashing that lane, work it inside out, and try to get a little better shot than the first 3 they come across.
McConnell is checked out for the Lady Tigers. She's replaced by Goffinet. Lady Tigers in possession, or I'm sorry, by Young. Young tries to float it over for Jaggers. Somehow able to catch that pass. Jaggers will step in off the glass with the right hand for a much-needed 2 for Caldwell County. Cut the deficit down to 21-15. Lady Blazers able to beat the press. Skip it to Juckett. Juckett dances her way through the lane. Turns the ball over to Boyd. Boyd tiptoeing. Is going to be fouled. She tried to get off on the fast break. That foul going against Level.
Coach Thomas saw this one kind of slipping away a little bit. She brought J.C. Jaggers back in. J.C.'s one that'll attack the goal out of this zone. It was either going to be her or Bella McConnell. Likely had to come off that bench to help the Lady Tigers out.
Ball's fed on the left side of the lane to Ford. They'll work it around the right side. This comes to Boyd.
Kelsey Ford doing a good job trying to flash the lane underneath.
Kelsey Ford for three. Or sorry, J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers caught that one. Had a wide open look and did not hesitate to take that shot. So excellent decision from the freshman. Makes it a 21-18 ball game. Level drives, middle of the lane, up, no good. Good defending there from Kelsey Ford. In transition is Boyd. Kicks it out to Goffinette, to Young. Long ball, no good. Rebound's going to be picked up by Fitzpatrick. She hands to Hendricks. Hendricks across midcourt's going to be picked up by Boyd. Hendricks, speed, left side of the lane, up, too strong. Defensive board snatched away by Jaggers. Jaggers gets it to Boyd. Boyd, two-step into the lane, up, and a late foul called. Looks like that foul going to be credited, I believe, to Anna Fitzpatrick. Will be the Lady Blazers' fifth team foul, will be Fitzpatrick's second, and that will send Jada Boyd to the line.
Jada knows, even though she's a young player, she knows if she goes in on that drive and initiates the contact, and she misses the first free throw, that she's probably going to get to go to the free throw line, because actually she was bailed out with a kind of a wild shot down the lane, but she knows to get that contact.
Boyd's first up, no good. Coming into this game, shooting 59% from the line. We'll look to try and split this one. Second is up and in. Makes it a 21-19 game. Caldwell County trails. A minute 38 left in this first half.
Lady Tigers back with that three-quarter court 2-2-1 press. UHA able to break it this time.
Hendricks stepping into the lane is going to find it, and Pantier on the right side makes it a 23-19 game. Ball's inbounded. Goffinette able to pick that one up. She's going to be fouled. Looks like that foul will go against Pantier.
Offensive defensive substitution here as we get close to the end of the first half, as Jaggers comes back in and Parker back out.
Boyd brings it across midcourt. Lady Blazers in a 2-3 zone. Ball comes right side. Now back to Boyd. She'll feed it inside. Spin. Shot by Ford off the mark. Fitzpatrick able to corral a rebound. 57 seconds. Level in transition. Level. Up. No good. Has that ball snatched away by J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers gets it to Boyd. Boyd into the lane. Floats it up with the right hand. No good. Fitzpatrick with the rebound. Lady Blazers now in transition, and we're going to have a foul called. See, looks like that foul is going to go against Kelsey Ford.
Big screen at half court coming up, and Kelsey, nobody talked to Kelsey and let her know the pick was coming right there at midcourt. And that one's kind of on your teammates a little bit, because you're going with your man, and somebody's got to call that pick out to you. Nobody did, and she picks up a foul, and it'll send UHA to the line for a 1-and-1.
Level at the line.
I'm not sure who took the brunt of that. Level probably got the worst of the hit as Ford was going full speed up half court.
Shot up by Level, connects. Will be rewarded with the second. Jaggers checks back into the game, will replace Parker.
Level 3 out of 3 tonight so far.
Level coming into this game shooting 62%. UHA as a whole, 59.8 from the lines. Fairly good free throw shooting team. Level second, connects. Makes it a 25-19 game. 38 seconds left to go in this first half. Lady Tigers looking to work their way back in. Gets to Boyd. Boyd, top of the key, shot up, no good. Rebound's going to bounce around. Comes to the hands of Hendricks. Hendricks content to slow down as she comes across midcourt. We'll hand it off to Level. 17 seconds. Level holds, time ticking off. Level one-on-one with Goffinette. Able to beat her. Shot up in the lane. That one connects. UHA extending their lead, 27-19. We've got 1 second. Last second shot put up by Boyd. This one will not drop. And after one half of play, UHA comes roaring back with the strong second quarter to lead 27-19. We'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with your halftime show. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news, now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice-cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Caldwell Medical Center Sleep Lab offers diagnosis of sleep problems, including sleep apnea. 1 in every 5 Americans have significant sleep difficulties, which, when diagnosed properly, can be successfully treated. A few symptoms of sleep disorders include fatigue, morning headaches, impotence, frequent urination, irritability, memory loss, high blood pressure, and loud snoring. If you have some of these symptoms, we may be able to help you identify and treat them before they cause more serious health conditions. Caldwell Medical Center offers studies in lab and in your home depending on your insurance company's requirements. Call 270-365-0300 for more information.
Hey Princeton, this is Jack from First Southern National Bank. I'm excited to share I'm moving my office to our Princeton branch. That means the next time you're looking for a loan, whether big or small, you've got another convenient First Southern location to choose from. Be sure to stop by to see us the next time you're in town. First Southern National Bank has 2 branches in Caldwell County, 1013 West Main and 101 West Washington Street. Visit us online at www.ssnd.net. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409-424, NMLS 1628379.
It is time to update Penny-Ryan Electric member information. Update your member information on your monthly statement, or call Penny-Ryan Electric with the update information by April 30th, and be automatically eligible for 5 cash prizes of $100 and 20 billing credits of $50. But don't wait. Update by April 30th to be eligible to win cash prizes of $100 by the rules, and Penny-Ryan Electric bill credits of $50, 20 of those. Update now with Penny-Ryan Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here. Folks keep asking me how KFC can afford to fit 2 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken, taters and gravy, a biscuit, a medium drink, and a cookie into my KFC $5 fill-ups and still sell them for just $5. Well, I save a little money by only paying for 25 seconds of this here 30-second commercial. KFC, it's finger licking good. Participating KFCs for a limited time. Prices may vary. Tax extra. Extra charge for breast piece and side item substitution may apply.
And welcome back to the cab where it is halftime. Lady Tigers trailing 27-19 to the UHA Lady Blazers here in the second region All-A semifinal. And Dennis, really the story of that first half, it was a half of runs. Lady Tigers come out, start strong 8-0, and from that point, just a little downhill from there.
Yeah, we thought as the game started out, well, we're already punching a ticket into the championship game tomorrow afternoon against Lyon County here at the Cab. Then all of a sudden, UHA got hot. I mean, they were firing some threes up. They started out rebounding us. We got a couple of players in a little bit of foul trouble, mainly Bella McConnell in that quarter, and we outscored them 10-7 in the first, but 20 points by UHA in that second quarter. has given them the 27-19 lead here at the half, led mostly by Anshanique Level. The kid has 13 points right now in the ball game, and she's everywhere.
Not far from her average coming into this one at 15. I would expect her to try and continue that in the second. And for the Lady Tigers, you just got to find a way to adjust defensively. It seemed like a lot of times in transition, that's where the issue arose.
Well, that was our biggest problem on the defensive end, was in transition. We were sticking the arms out trying to reach, get the steal instead of getting in front of the ball. UHA not slowing down. They're going right in and taking it to the hoop. Plus, their offensive rebounding good. They kept the possessions alive several times tonight in that first half. Offensively, for the Lady Tigers, it looked like we got a little rattled when UHA started on that big run. We came down and we were just jacking up threes left and right, thinking we were going to catch up all in one shot. Got a little bit in a hurry, didn't run the offense. Of course, you had at the time you had Jaggers and McConnell out of the ball game. So when you're facing that 2-3 zone and you don't have Bella running that middle and trying to post up and do what she does best, it was tough. Carson Parker did a good job. Kelsey Ford did a good job in the second quarter, but they missed McConnell. They had to bring in Jaggers and take a little bit of risk with her. She hit a three, hit a couple of shots that paid off, but you still had to do the offensive-defensive substitution to get Parker back in the game so that Jaggers didn't get in foul trouble.
And one thing you would think as well that the Lady Tigers want to look at in this next half, we talked about coming off of the snow break, I guess is the best way to call it, being out for a week. Both teams a little rusty and a lot of turnovers. The Lady Tigers just really, to this point, having a difficult time making anything happen from those turnovers. And on the flip side of that, giving away points off of the turnovers that they've committed. And so if you can clean that up, you've got to think that puts you in a much better position in the second half.
Yeah, you got to realize you're only down 8. You started the game on an 8-0 run, so they're more than capable of coming back. But you're right, you've got to do something with these turnovers. I had UHA with 9 in the half, Caldwell County with 8. Little mistake on that in the half, 8 in the half. So some of that rush showing through like we saw last night with Crittenden County and Caldwell County over at Marion in their action last night in the All-A Classic boys side. But Caldwell County is going to have to come out, take a little better care of the ball. And basically, I think defense is going to be the key in this half. They're going to have to get a little bit tighter. They're going to have to know where Level is, get a hand in her face, and not give her the open looks. And defense is going to allow the Lady Tigers to get back in a better flow.
As we mentioned, the winner of this game will be in action tomorrow here at the Cab at 2 p.m. They will take on Lyon County, who knocked out Livingston Central in the game prior to this one. And so for both of these teams, you've got to think if you win this game and you go in facing Lyon County in this All-A on the girls' side, fairly even throughout. I know Lyon County had their way fairly easily with Livingston Central in the first game. They won by, it was around 15 or so. But you've got to think that championship game tomorrow is pretty wide open. If Caldwell County makes it, if UHA makes it, both of those teams have had some success against Lyon County, have played close games. And so if you're UHA or Caldwell, a lot on the line in this one to want to play and have that opportunity to move on to the subsectional stage of this All-A tournament.
Yeah, but if you're Lyon County, if you're Caldwell County or UHA, you've really got to pick up the defense no matter who goes into that game tomorrow night to stay with Lyon County. But first things first, you got to get there, and we've got to do a much better job defensively here in this second half. Also, we need a little some of these players to go ahead and knock these shots down.
Yep.
I think Goffinette stroked a nice 3 earlier in the ball game. You got Jaggers that can put it in from the wing, but you really got to look for Peyton Young to come through with some points. You've got to look for Boyd to try to flash into that 2-3 zone that UHA puts out, make that zone collapse a little bit where she can kick it out. Right now, we're just kind of passing it around the horn, and if anybody's open, they're taking the 3. You've got to draw that defense in a little closer to that free throw line, especially the 2 girls out front, and that's going to give the Jaggers, the Goffinettes, the Youngs more of a lane to go at the goal if they want to.
And will be interesting to see how they shoot. We've seen the Lady Tigers throughout this season. If they get hot, they can really get hot. And so it's just a matter of finding that right balance, able to put it away. It's kind of an interesting note in this All-A. Coming out of the second region this year will be a different team than last year. I know Crittenden County had a nice little run that they made last year in it. they've been knocked out to this point, and so the 3 teams now looking to kind of make their mark on this. I know on the guys' side of things, it's usually pretty heavily dominated by UHA.
Yeah, unless UHA's bus breaks down on the way to Marion tomorrow, I think they're considered the heavy favorite. But this one here, you've got UHA, Lyon, and Caldwell County. Any one of those teams realistically could book a trip to Richmond later in the week.
Definitely, and we are back in action here. Lady Tigers are trailing 27-19 to get this second half started. Ball is inbounded. UHA has the ball, and we are ready to go. Level, trying to create some space, gets around Goffinette and Young, steps into the lane, floats it to a wide-open Jucket. Jucket off the glass and in, and UHA striking early, extending it to a 10-point lead.
Coach Thomas put the chasers on Level as she dribbled around side to side on the court, but you've still got to stop her penetration. She was able to get it in. Everybody from Caldwell trying to stop Level and left Jucket wide open.
Lady Tigers working the ball around the horn. We'll get it to Young. Young to the point to Boyd, left side for Jaggers. Wide open 3. Shots taken, misses the mark. Hendricks able to get the rebound. Coming the other way are the Lady Blazers. Level, coast to coast, off the glass and in. And Level already starting to get hot with an assist and a field goal so far in the half. Jaggers into the lane, shots up, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, she was held on the arm pretty good, so she'll get 2 free throws.
Looks like that foul is going to go against Mallory Rager. That will send JC Jaggers to the line. Jaggers first, off the mark, too strong. She'll look to make it 1 of 1. Lady Tigers not had many opportunities from the free throw line tonight.
Just 1 out of 3 tonight.
Jaggers second, up off the mark, rebound, fought for, Jucket able to pull away with it. Jucket out of the backcourt, gets it to Level. Level will hold, draws 2 defenders, floats it to Hendricks, kicks it to Jucket, 3 ball. Shot off the mark, no good. Hendricks rebound, not going to get that one. Ball squirts out, it's going to be picked up by Jucket. Jucket skips it to Level. Level to Hendricks, 3, no good. Contested rebound, McConnell able to knock it away. Boyd picks it up. Boyd picking up some steam. Floats it left side, wide open 3 for Young. Young misses the mark. Jaggers with the rebound, able to hang on to it, puts it up, no good. Tips, they'll say last comes off the hands of a Lady Blazer. So Caldwell County catching a break on that one, but just having a tough time finding the bottom of the basket on those putbacks.
Yeah, they've had some inside shots tonight. We've seen 4 or 5 of those missed in this contest.
Young, 3, misses this one. Ball's going to be tipped off the hands of McConnell. Lady Blazers will be in possession.
Coach Thomas has come out with a box and 1. They're trying to put the chaser, which is Goffinette, on Level to start this second half. But not a great deal of success in the first couple of possessions as we're a couple of minutes into the third quarter and the lead back up to 12 for UHA.
Level floats the ball to Jucket. Jucket's going to absorb a ton of contact from McConnell.
And that's going to be 3 on Bella.
That puts her in some foul trouble. Not a good news if you're a Lady Tiger fan.
You love Bella trying to get in on every play and having that determination, but sometimes she can get into some early foul trouble, really hurts her game.
Ball's going to be tipped around. McConnell able to pick it up. They get it to Boyd. Boyd gets around Level. Left side of the lane, floats it up, no good. We have a foul. That foul looks like it will go against Pantier. And that will send Boyd to the line for 2.
Jada, 1 out of 2 so far tonight.
Boyd's first. Up. Rattles around. Hit about every part of the rim you could imagine and bounces out.
Seems like a lid on this end of the goal tonight.
Step up for her second. Shots up. Rattles around, no good. Going to be rebounded by Rager. She gets it to Level. Level tries to skip it inside for Jucket. Heads up play there from Jaggers. Able to get a hand on it and swat it away. Will be Lady Blazer ball.
Good hustle by JC to get back on that.
UHA to inbound. Right baseline. They'll get it to Level. Level backs out to the point.
Caldwell County's going to drop back into a full 2-3 zone.
The left side, swing it far right side for Hendricks. Down low to Juckett. Juckett wide open, misses the layup.
Contact. They got to call that because Jaggers had had great position underneath.
They will call it. That will be a foul. Will be Pentier again. Her third foul will be UHA's third foul of the half. We'll have a substitution now checking in. Anna Fitzpatrick. She will replace Pentier.
Eric, it's tough to rebound out of a 2-3 zone, but J.C. Jaggers had wonderful position that time.
Lady Tigers now in possession of the ball, looking to work their way back in, down 31-19. Goffinette gets it to Boyd. Boyd backs out. The right side to Jaggers.
3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Caldwell County still scoreless in the frame.
Jaggers into the lane. Nice dish down low to McConnell. And what a play by J.C. Jaggers. That's not a play that you'll often see a freshman make. Driving into the lane, looks like she's going to put up a contested shot. Instead, just a pinpoint little drop pass to McConnell, who puts it in for 2.
And that's the penetration we've got to have against that zone for UHA to get back in this ball game.
Lady Tigers trailing by 10, level for 3. Off the mark, Jaggers able to pull away the board. Jaggers dancing her way, has this ball tipped by Levels, able to bring it across midcourt, gets it to Boyd. Boyd absorbing some contact. This foul will be on the floor. Like that foul is going to go against 34, Anna Fitzpatrick. That's Fitzpatrick's third. Ball inbound, he gets it to Jaggers. Long 2, put out by Young. Nets this one, makes it an 8-point deficit.
That may be what we needed to get Peyton hot. She's missed a couple really close, but to get her going would be big for Caldwell County. UHA getting the count close.
In trouble, and we're going to have a timeout taken by the UHA bench. And so a little bit of life starting to come into play for Caldwell County. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the rest of your third quarter. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all your heating and air needs. Have you been a victim of debt or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer, come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust in Burke.
And welcome back to the Cab. Lady Blazers score off of a field goal by Hendricks, extend the lead back to 10. We're at 3:50 in the third quarter. Lady Tigers looking to get a little bit of life and get their way worked back into this game. Boyd's going to step into the lane, puts it up. Had it blocked, was a lot of contact there, but McConnell able to get the putback, makes the deficit back down to 8. Hendricks double teamed. Skips it to Fitzpatrick, now to Juckett. Juckett across midcourt to Rager, to Level. 3, off the mark. McConnell rebounds. Boyd in transition to Peyton Young. Peyton Young able to connect on the layup, and we've got a ball game. Back again, 33-27. Lady Tigers lead, and defensively coming out aggressive from that timeout.
Caldwell County really doing a good job with that full court press.
Juckett's pass is going to be swatted away by Goffinette. It looks like a little bit of life may be injected into the Lady Tigers, getting their way back into the game, and defensively really looking strong the past minute or so.
We talked about it at halftime. It's going to be defense that gets the Lady Tigers back in. Coach Thomas decided to bring quite a bit more pressure, trying to trap in the backcourt, and it's really picked up the intensity that the Lady Tigers are bringing here late in the quarter.
Hendricks dishes it off for Fitzpatrick. Pump fake to Level. Level's going to have that ball knocked away from Goffinette. Goffinette may be fortunate on that one to escape without a foul.
Yeah, she had good anticipation, but there was a lot of contact along with getting a hand on the ball.
Lady Blazers in possession, will inbound to Hendricks. Hendricks contested shot, throws it up, no good. McConnell.
Great rebound.
Nice left hand, good rebound in transition. Goffinette puts it off the glass and in, and it's down to 33-29. This will force a full timeout to be taken by UHA. We'll go ahead and take one more 30-second break, and then we'll bring it back for the last 2:35 of the third. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on your hometown station, The Tiger.
Of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Back to the Cab building. We have 2:35 left in the third quarter. Caldwell County trying to get back in this one after being down by as many as 12. Right now they trail by 4 at 33-29. Here for the call the rest of the way is Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Dennis. We are getting back into action. We mentioned a little bit of life coming into these Lady Tigers, looking more like the team we've been accustomed to calling these since the season started. They're still down 33-29, but if they can continue this defensive pressure and start to connect on the other end, we may have a different ball game.
1-3-1 zone trap now for the Lady Tigers. Level got away with a walk, but UHA still not got it across half court. Now they do.
Throw it down to Hall. Hall for two up, no good. Put back by Fitzpatrick. Able to connect on that one, extends the lead to 35-29. Boyd, right corner to Goffinette. She'll return it to Boyd, kicks it to Young. Right corner now for Goffinette. They feed it inside to McConnell. McConnell not able to hold on to that pass as it goes out for a turnover. You're looking for a big defensive stand right here if you're the Lady Tigers.
UHA has brought Level back to help with the ball handling in these traps. Now they get it over to her. She's trapped far side, lobs it back over.
This will be picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks driving, finds some room, gets it down low to Hall, shot up, blocked, and a late foul call.
Wow, very late foul.
It looked like it, I think he got the call right on that one, just the timing of it makes you question it a little bit.
Well, at the time, I thought Peyton had got a hand on the ball because it came up well short.
And instead, we'll send Hall to the line. First shot's up and in. She'll step back to take her second. Hall from the line, up, in. Makes it a 37-29 game, minute 50 to go in the third. Boyd across the court.
Settle into that 2-3.
Three put up by Jaggers off the mark. McConnell gets the rebound, puts it up right side of the lane, no good. Hall able to come in. We have a foul. I believe that foul is going to go against Bella McConnell at will. Gave Hall a little bit of tomahawk action on the right side. She chopped her arm going for that ball.
And that could be costly for the Lady Tigers. That's 4 on Bella.
Big foul trouble for the sophomore. Level driving, has an open look, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hendricks. Hendricks shot off the mark. Young able to get the rebound. Young tiptoeing across the baseline. Had that ball stripped. I think they're going to say whenever she went to try and pick it back up, had her foot on the baseline, so it will be a turnover. UHA ball.
UHA with 4 points out of their last time out, looking to tack onto that.
Hendricks, left side of the lane, up no good, gets her own rebound, shot up off the mark. Carson Parker doing battle underneath the basket, gets it, and in transition, ball's going to be thrown just ahead of Goffinette and out for a Lady Tiger turnover.
Eric, these possessions, every possession's important right now. You can't go empty like that and try to get back in this ball game.
Lady Tigers trailing 37-29, minute 6, fed inside to Hall. Hall has this knocked away, finds Juckett, high shot by Juckett off the mark. The ball last off the hands of a Lady Tiger.
And to the referees, point, they're letting it go both ways. I mean, there's a lot of contact on these rebounds. But there was a lot on that one. It could have been called for over the back, not called, but they're doing it both ends of the floor, so you really can't argue with it.
It's always good to see consistency. I know one thing we talk about. Level's going to bring it back to the point. She'll hold 50 seconds. Level driving right side of the lane, up no good, gets her own rebound, has that ball stripped, and now we have a battle. A jump ball is called, and possession will go to the Lady Tigers. Good break for Caldwell County, much to the dismay of the UHA coaching staff.
Level really wanted to go one-on-one with Boyd. Even though she's playing the 2-3, she was coming out almost in a one-on-one situation with Level.
38 seconds. Right corner for Goffinet. Get it to Boyd. Boyd back into the corner. Skip pass to Young. Young absorbs a little contact. No foul. Young will drive. Floats it up with the right hand. Able to connect. Assertive play there by Peyton Young. Saw that gap and took it. Now we're 17 seconds. UHA looking to break the press, get out of the backcourt. They do to Hendricks. Hendricks, left side of the lane. Shots up. No good. Young gets the rebound, gets it to Boyd, 6 seconds. Boyd into the lane, floats it up with the right hand. This one off the mark is going to be rebounded by Hall. Time will expire, and at the end of 3, it's UHA 37, Caldwell County 31. We'll take a 30-second break and be back for the final fourth quarter of action. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
We are so excited at the new year, 2018. We are having for the month of January a 2018 sale, 20% off our boutique and 18% off the store and special orders. Remember, we have a 90-day layaway and financing is available. It is a great time to come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We're located at 235 North Dove Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors is everything a home should be.
And we are back to the cab after 3 quarters of play. Caldwell County trails this one 37-31. Eric, Caldwell County won the quarter 12-10, but still, you got to chip away at that lead and get this thing back down close. You've got 8 minutes left to pick up 6 points, and the Lady Tigers showed some brilliance on defense at times in that quarter. That it helped them go on runs, got it down as low as 4, but UHA able to call a timeout, get a couple of buckets out of the timeout. Now the Lady Tigers will come on the court knowing what's on the line, a trip to the championship game tomorrow afternoon against Lyon County here in the All-A Second Region All-A Classic.
Should be an interesting fourth quarter, and that the third could have been much different. You just connect on a couple of those possessions. Level's going to kick it out to Pantier. That shot's up, no good. McConnell with the rebound. McConnell double teamed, needs somewhere to go, skips it to Jaggers. Jaggers able to knife her way through, middle of the lane, pulls up. This one won't connect underneath the basket. Looked like we were Friday night.
Yeah, it was a pretty good tackle by Bella, even though she did have 2 hands on the ball.
I think I've seen a couple sacks. Looked like that in the backfield, pulled her down. Instead, it is a jump ball. Lady Tigers will have possession.
UHA is going to zone the inbounds play by Caldwell County. They get it in to Young.
Okay, now they go off in that corner. Jaggers, 3 off the mark. McConnell picks up the rebound. Shot puts this one shy. Goffinet turns, shoots, no good. Underneath the basket, McConnell up. That's going to be a foul.
Eric, it's a good thing the girls don't carry wallets because there'd be some missing with all this contact tonight.
No,
that took Bella really going to the floor hard just to get a foul call. She'll go to the line, but she deserves this one.
Valerie Rager with the foul. McConnell's first free throw connects. Yeah, that one, McConnell looked like almost took a shot to the gut and went backwards on that
first
foul.
To the line tonight.
Connects on her first one, does the same with the second. Makes it a 37-33 ball game.
Caldwell County switched up man-to-man full court.
UHA inbounds. Hendricks looking to go coast to coast underneath the basket. Has that shot blocked by Peyton Young. Young able to pick up the ball, gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers nice behind the back, working on Juckett at midcourt. Jaggers holds, hands it off to Young. Young will step in, Now to Jaggers from the left elbow. This shot off the mark. McConnell gets it, able to put it away. And Bella McConnell coming up with some big-time minutes. Makes it a 2-point game. UHA to inbound to level. Level coast to coast, throws it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. I believe that foul's going to go against Maja Hollowell.
Eric, Caldwell County's got to stop level a little bit farther out. They can't wait till it gets down low because Bella McConnell's sitting on 4 fouls. She cannot step over and try to stop level, and it's basically giving her 2 points.
Level's first shot connects. We'll have a substitution. Hall will check into the game for the Lady Blazers.
Level 5 out of 5 tonight in this ball game as UHA back out to a 3-point lead.
Just impressive whenever you can go 100%.
Yeah, especially a high schooler shooting 100% from the line. You love to see that if you're a coach.
Level to take her second, trying to keep the 100% mark continuing, and does.
And we tried the best to put the broadcaster jinx on her. Did not work.
UHA now up 39-35, 6:40 to go in the ball game. Right side to Goffinette to Boyd. Get it to Boyd, left side to Jaggers. Open look for 3. JC Jaggers connects. It's a 1-point game now. You've got to love that if you're the Lady Tigers, seeing Jaggers wide open for a 3 on that wing. Level holds, gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks one-on-one with Goffinette across midcourt. Hendricks has that ball tipped away. Will be a UHA possession. Good defense from the sophomore. 6:11 left in the 4th. Second region All-A championship game on the line. Lady Tigers down 39-38. Ball's inbounded to Level. Level finds some room, wants to go. We have a foul. Looks like that.
Call on Hollowell going through the screen set by Puckett.
That will be on the floor. Will be the Lady Tigers' 5th team foul. Checking into the game is Carson Parker. She's going to replace Bella McConnell.
And you're going to see a lot of that the rest of the way in this 4th quarter, try to save Bella's last foul.
UHA to inbound. They get it to Hendricks in the left corner. Hendricks met by Goffinette. Steps into the lane, throws it up. Shot was tipped. Rebound pulled away by the Lady Blazers, and Hall able to get the putback. Big 2 points there for UHA. Caldwell County to Boyd. Goffinette to Boyd. Thinks about a shot. Wants to drive. Is pushed away. Get it to Goffinette. They skip it to Hollowell. Hollowell baseline. Shot up. No good. Jaggers able to get the rebound. Back to Boyd. Goffinette has a look for a 3. Gives it to Boyd. She'll step up. Free throw line. Leaves this one shy. Level with the rebound. Level end to end. Met by Boyd. Able to connect for 2. Deficit is extended to 43-38. 3 from Jaggers connects.
JC, a couple of big 3s here in the 4th quarter.
Big time shots from the freshman. Ball's inbound is going to be picked up, and we're going to have a timeout taken, 32nd by the Lady Tigers. We'll keep it here for this one. And Dennis, a lot of life starting to come in for the Lady Tigers. A big part of that, the 3-point shooting by JC Jaggers, just same spot 2 times in a row and has been absolutely automatic.
Yeah, she's set up on this left wing, and UHA is not rotating over fast enough to get it because the ball is going from Boyd over to Goffinette, and they're trying to lull UHA into a sense that it's going to stay on that right side. A quick move back over, reverse the ball. Jaggers wide open for a couple of 3s, and she's knocking them down.
Has been fantastic from beyond there. It's now 43-41 coming out of this timeout. Lady Tigers trailing by 2, but really a much different story here in this 4th quarter than we saw at the end of the first half and a little bit of the 3rd quarter. As we mentioned, outscore them, but really starting to chip away at that lead now, and a big-time possession for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and Caldwell County able to come up with the steal before the timeout by Coach Thomas.
Boyd, right side to Young. Young to Jaggers. 3. Nailed it.
She's feeling it right now.
JC Jaggers, 3 threes in a row. I think I saw smoke come off that ball as she let it go. Level into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Jaggers with the rebound, doing a little bit of everything. Jaggers gets it to Boyd. Boyd skips it to McConnell. McConnell up and in. And the Lady Tigers Big time basketball, a 6-point swing, now lead by 3.
Wow.
46-43.
And you got to love the way Bella McConnell got down on the block and was clapping and yelling for the ball as Boyd was coming up the court. She was wide open, just wanted Boyd to get the ball to her. Jagger's doing it on both ends of the court. 2 threes on this end, gets the rebound and the outlet pass to Boyd on the other end.
And it's a brand new game now. Just unbelievable.
Big game of runs now, but a long way to go in this one. A little over 4.5 minutes still left in this one.
And something you've got to be excited about if you're the Lady Tigers. A team this young, down that big in a game with a lot of meaning.
Yeah. Don't
hang your head. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Just continue to grind. And now coming out with a 3-point lead, 4:37 to go.
Yeah, I think the only senior is Kelsey Ford, if I'm not mistaken. So
an exciting group. We're back in action. Lady Blazers with the ball. Hendricks able to bring it out of the backcourt, picks up some speed, gets it to Hall. Hall shot off the mark. Goffinette able to rip away that rebound.
And then gets a little chicken wing on the way up the court.
We'll get it to Boyd. Boyd holds, goes left side to Goffinette.
They put the chaser on Jaggers now, even though they're trying to stay in that zone. They put Juckett on Jaggers.
Say that one 3 times fast.
I better not take my FCC permit.
Lady Tigers still maintaining possession of the ball. Go to Boyd. Boyd holds to Jaggers. She'll return it, 3:53.
Yeah, boxing one by UHA right now.
Swing it to Goffinette. Goffinette to Boyd. High pass. Boyd, right baseline, puts it up. Can't get it to drop. Contested rebound, able to be picked away by the Lady Blazers.
That possession took about a minute off the clock, though.
Level met by Caldwell. They'll get it into the left corner. Comes to Juckett. Juckett pump fake on the 3. Drives, blocked. Carson Parker. It's going to be picked up, a wide open 3 by Hendricks. This one off the mark. Hall with the rebound, and that's going to be a block by Parker. And I'm not sure where the contact was.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of ball on that one. And Carson calmly knows that she got the block, and she doesn't want to pick up the technical on it, but she let it be known that was all ball.
So we'll send Hall to the line. Hall's first shot too strong. 2 substitutions now for the Lady Tigers. Parker comes out, Hollowell comes out. They'll be replaced by Bella McConnell and Peyton Young.
Offense for defense substitution here. Hall 2 out of 3 tonight from the line.
Mr. First on this attempt. Second one connects. We're down to a 2-point game, 3:17 to go in the 4th. Boyd skips it to Young. Young has the ball stripped. McConnell picks it up and is going to be called for a travel. 2 substitutions now for the Lady Blazers. Looks like it will be Fitzpatrick and Rager checking into the game. Parker will check back into the game for McConnell.
McConnell might as well just pull up a chair at the scorer's table because it'll be just a second before she'll be back in offensively.
UHA to inbound, they get it to Hendricks. Hendricks met quickly by Boyd. Stuck in the backcourt. Hendricks able to get across the midcourt line now. Still hanging onto the ball, gets it to Level. Level will hold, drives, shots up and a foul. They're going to call it on the floor.
And it'll still be 1-1 for Level, as that's Caldwell County's 7th foul.
McConnell checking back into the game. Got an argument from the UHA coaching staff on the foul being on the floor.
Coach Sparks did not agree with that call at all.
Level at the line for the 1-1. Connects. And so we'll get the opportunity for the second.
Let's see if we can jinx her again. That is 7 out of 7 from the line tonight.
Really continuing to stay perfect. Big time free throw here could tie the game. This one rattled around, no good. Juckett able to get it, can't get the putback. Rebound's going to be knocked out of the hands of McConnell. Will be a Lady Tiger ball, and so the perfect streak ends on what's a big time shot.
8th one of the night before she missed one.
2:47 left in the game. Caldwell County up by 1. Boyd will hold corner to Goffinette. Now back to Boyd.
Caldwell County's battled back after being down as many as 12 in the contest.
Boyd will hold at the point, content to let time drain off. She's met by Level, has this ball stripped by Level. Now ends up winning it back. We've got to fight for it on the ground. Possession will stay with UHA. Looks like Level in a little bit of pain. She gets up, able to walk that one off. Glad to see she's all right.
I've got Caldwell County down with 5 turnovers in the second half.
UHA to inbound. Get it to Hendricks. Hendricks knifes her way into the lane, gets it to Rager, unable to hold on to the ball as it's stripped by McConnell. And now they'll get it to Boyd. Boyd spinning around Juckett. One-on-one, finds some room, into the lane, finds the space, lays it up, no good. Rebound squirts around, Level's gonna come away with it, we're gonna have a foul.
Eric, how many shots have we missed tonight from about 3 feet? You just want to will them in at some point.
Quick hit foul goes against Jaggers. And a big time miss there from the Lady Tigers. Could have taken it from a 1 to a 3-point game. Instead, Level will step back to the line for the 1-and-1.
We're setting up for an exciting finish here. If this thing stays a 1-possession ball game, the last 2:04. Level 7 out of 8 tonight from the line. If you're a UHA fan, this is who you want, obviously, at the line.
She is back up. We'll survey it for the 1-and-1. Shots up and in. We've got a tie ball game knotted up at 46 apiece with the opportunity to go up by 1. Level surveys up. Connects. UHA now leads 47-46, 2:03 to go. As you mentioned, it's a ball game now.
It is. UHA in that 2-3, but they're going to try to stay with Jaggers.
Young to Jaggers. Jaggers back to Young. We'll get it to Boyd. Boyd holds a minute 44. Boyd skips it to Young. She'll work around, cuts across the top of the key, spins, shot up off the glass, off the mark. Level with the rebound. Level losing her footing.
It's got to be a travel the way she went on the ground.
Should be a travel, and now we'll have a travel called.
Not against the player it should have been, but.
Oh, and very, very fortunate that Juckett didn't pick up a technical on that after the play was called. Slammed the ball, and that was a heads-up play by UHA's head coach. He slammed it, he caught it, and just minimized it shooting up into the air. We've got a full timeout taken now. We'll go ahead and keep it here with a minute 28 left. This is shaping up to be a fantastic finish.
Game of runs tonight as Caldwell County jumped out 8-0. Thought they were going to walk their way into that championship game against Lyon County, but UHA came back actually up by 12 in the second quarter and led by 6 after 3. But Caldwell County's defense, we talked about it at halftime, that's what brought them back into this game here in the second half. That and some very hot free throw or hot 3-point shooting from JC Jaggers.
I think if we can just connect from the 3-foot mark, we'll be in great shape tonight.
We have missed a bushel basket of shots right under the goal tonight. You'd like to have a 1 or 2 of those back, but still, I mean, you're looking at a 1-point game right now. You have the possession. Let's see, possession arrow is in favor of Caldwell County also. So that's going to be big late in this contest. As many jump balls has been called in this one.
So big time, you've got to make something happen out of this possession if you're Caldwell County.
Yeah, the last thing either team can do is come up with an empty possession. You've got to be able to run your offense, get a good shot, give yourself a chance at a rebound. They're going to try to get it into Jaggers.
They'll get it to Boyd. Boyd will hold, hands it to Jaggers. Jaggers back to Boyd. Boyd to Young. Pass is tipped. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Hendricks. And we're going to have a mishandle. Oh, they're going to say there was a tip.
No.
Oh, and we're going to have a little bit of talk. He's going to override it and say it's UHA's ball. And I think a missed call right in front of him.
Obviously. The only 2 players close to the sideline it was
UHA
Hendricks.
And a blown call on that one will leave UHA in possession. Minute 16 left, up by a point. Ball's inbounded to Level. Level across midcourt. Minute 12.
UHA is going to try to milk some time off of this one.
Level's picked up by Young. Level loses it. And they're going to say that Young last touched it.
Young caught a little elbow to the ribs on the scramble to get the ball.
So we're going to have
a little trouble catching her breath.
So hopefully she is all right. She's going to check out of the game. It's going to be replaced by Maja Hollowell. So hopefully just a case of the wind knocked out of you. UHA 2 inbound. That's going to be tipped away by Goffinette. Heads up play. Good reaction from the assistant coach of UHA.
Goffinette's going to have the responsibility of Level, I think, for the last minute here of this ball game. You got to watch for the backdoor cut by Level.
Ball to be inbounded. They get it to Level. Goffinette quickly to step to her. Going to have that ball tipped, and they're going to say that's a foul.
Wow.
So Goffinette will pick up the foul.
Foul's really going against Caldwell here in the last 30 seconds of this ball game.
So that will send Level to the line.
9 out of 10 tonight for Level. UHA not putting anybody at the line. Even if she makes both, though, Eric, you're still a one-possession ball game.
Right, so you want to play it safe defensively, have them back. Her first up on the 1-and-1. This rattles around, picked up by Bella McConnell. 56 seconds. Tigers trail by 1. Middle of the lane, boys shot up, can't get it to drop. Contested under the basket. It's going to be a jump ball. Will be Caldwell County ball, so the Tigers still in a good position here.
Good job by Bella McConnell, playing with 4 fouls this whole quarter and still going underneath trying to fight for that ball.
Hollowell to inbound. Skips it to McConnell. Pump fakes. Steps into the lane. Shots up and it connects. Caldwell County retakes a 1-point lead. Ball's inbounded to Level. Level in transition into the lane. Layup is up and in. And now we're going to have a timeout taken. Looks like that's going to be a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break and then be back for the final 37.7. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
And secure funeral planning. At Morgan's Funeral Home, staff of experienced funeral planners who know and understand the different methods of pre-funding final arrangements. We can help you design a plan that fits your individual needs and suits your wishes and beliefs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Back to the cab, and a barn burner shaping up to finish this one. 37.7 seconds left. Caldwell County down by 1, but with the ball as we go back into action. Eric, the Caldwell County Lady Tigers have got a couple of iffy calls, one bad one kind of whatever here the last 30 seconds or so, but they're still right in this ball game. They've just got to stop Level on one end. Bella McConnell maybe could have stopped her on that last one, but Bella's sitting on 4 fouls. I think she did the right thing. She had to try to make a play low on the ball, couldn't get it, and Level was able to go up for the easy layup.
I think so. I think that's definitely a smart play. She's one that if anyone's going to hit a big-time shot, I would definitely put her name in that drawing for someone to make it happen. And so a smart play, Lady Tigers down by 1. We've got 37.7. And this one's going to go down to the wire.
And UHA is going to shadow J.C. Jaggers the rest of this game.
Boyd into the lane, draws some contact. They're going to say that one was a shot and well connected. And so I think some of those shots that you had prior to that, or some of those calls were made up on that one. If she throws it up with the contact, connects.
Yeah, it kind of balanced out with that one because we'll leave it at that. We're glad that it's good as Boyd goes to the line.
I think that's what you see in the NBA sometimes. Yeah. Boyd at the line has the opportunity to make this a 2-point game. Misses the free throw. McConnell with the rebound. Shots up, it won't drop. Rebound by Jaggers. And we're going to have a foul.
Yeah, she'll go to the free throw line. Great position by JC and by Bella.
That foul is going to go against Level, and that's going to put JC Jaggers at the line. Hall looks like will check back into the game for the Lady Blazers on the next possession, but big-time free throws here from the freshman Jaggers. Jaggers connects on the first, and if you want anybody at that line right now, it's JC Jaggers.
Yeah, she's feeling it. She's got 4 threes on the night, sets with 12, 14, 16, 17 points. This one will be big. It'll make UHA look at a 3.
This one off the mark. McConnell battling for the rebound. That's going to be on the ground. We have a jump ball, and that's going to be possession for the Lady Blazers.
Eric, I've had a chance to do 7 or 8 girls games this year. I love the play of Bella McConnell. She's sitting on 4 fouls, and she's diving over people to try to get to the ball.
Just heart. Absolute heart. We're down to 19 seconds. UHA with the ball. Level, driving. Shots up, no good. Contested rebound, she goes up and is fouled. And so Level's going to step to the line with 11.3 seconds and the opportunity to tie the game. She will be shooting.
Level's been to the line a lot tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. Only 2 misses. But the last one she missed on a 1-and-1.
2 big-time free throws here. Level from the line. The first. Up. Rattles in. We've got a 1-point ball game.
Coach Thomas going to ice her a little bit, plus set up a play that'll give Caldwell County a shot to win this game if she should make this one.
And the key to this, if you're the Lady Tigers, if she does miss, you cannot foul on the rebound.
Right. And you don't want to leave enough time for UHA to come back the other way to get a shot off themselves. So she's going to draw something on this one. And you've got to go into this timeout thinking that she's going to make this shot. Because if she doesn't, we'll try to dribble up and, of course, get fouled. But if she does make it, it gives us the time, or 11.3 seconds, to get the last shot and possibly a win and a championship match tomorrow against Lyon County.
Then I would give you one guess as to who they would probably want the ball in the hands of for a shot to win.
Well, it's got to be right now JC Jaggers. It's got to look like she's throwing it in a wash tub right now because she's stroking everything. But underneath, Bella McConnell, if you let her get position and the ball comes off, she can put it back up and in.
And we've seen Bella make some big time, just there's no way that ball should go in, but just by pure strength has been able to put it away.
And I think they list Bella at, 5'6", 5'7". Bella may play that, but Bella is not that.
She plays like she's about 6'3",
right,
down low.
Big free throw here for Level.
Level back at the line, has the opportunity to knot it up at 51 apiece. Level surveys. Shots up. And she connects.
Wow, pressure free throw.
Ball's inbounded, comes to Boyd. Boyd, 7 seconds. Boyd spins, middle of the lane, has the ball stripped. Jump ball. Possession will be with Caldwell County. And with 3.7 seconds left, Tigers going to have one more look at an opportunity.
Good penetration by Jada, but a little bit out of control. She had a player over here on the wing, maybe a quick pass over here for the shot up, but still 3.7 seconds and a chance to win this one.
We're in a full timeout now. Coach Thomas drawing up a play, and all you got to get is one. This is a big time play. So a lot of ways this could go down. You've got to think of UHA has done a fairly good job on the interior. Right. And with the way that this game has been called, you're not necessarily guaranteed a foul.
No.
If you absorb a little bit of contact off of a shot, so it'll be interesting to see what's drawn up on this one.
Yeah, you would like to go to the free throw line, like the UHA to foul you, put you up there with nobody guarding you, able to make the shot, because they are in the Caldwell County Lady Tigers in the bonus right now, not the double bonus, but just the 1-and-1 situation.
And it should be a heck of a way to finish.
But right now you're looking at Boyd, Goffinette, McConnell, Jaggers, and Parker coming out of the huddle.
You've got to think that Jaggers is the hot hand right now. She's the one you want, either her or McConnell, underneath the basket.
Caldwell County's going to set up the box. It's going to be a 2-3 zone, but you still got the chaser on Jaggers.
Goffinette to inbound, floats it to Jaggers. Shot up, a lot of contact. And no call. Carson Parker with the shot that's up and no good. And
that is no foul on that. She got hammered.
A questionable call.
Wow.
She just absorbed all kinds of contact in the middle of the lane. Kind of what we talked about prior to the game. They're, to the officials' credit, they're letting them play. That same situation, we've seen it be a foul. We've seen it not be a foul. We've seen dissatisfaction from both benches. There's been a lot of contact tonight. You've got to admit that on both ends of the floor. They've been consistent with it, although sometimes you wonder if the P in the whistle is stuck, but on that one especially, as Jaggers got hammered from about 12 feet out. But it's been consistent, so you got to let that kind of slide. Now we're looking at 4 minutes of free basketball here. And it should be a heck of a way to try and end this. As we mentioned, the winner of this game will be in action tomorrow at 2 here at the Cab. The winner taking on Lyon County for that second region All-A championship. And it will be a interesting matchup, especially you take in the mental side of it. Whoever comes out of this game, this is a mentally exhausting game. Yeah. And Lyon County came away with a fairly easy victory, double-digit victory over Livingston Central. And so if you're a Lyon County fan in this situation, this is like the best outcome to hope for. If you're Lyon County, you don't mind if they play triple overtime tonight. 24 points for level in regulation. So Caldwell County's got to try to get a little more of a handle on her. They did a good job, I thought, in that fourth quarter, just sent her to the line a few times. Looks like we are back in action for OT. Tip is up. It's going to be won by the Lady Blazers. Hendricks gets it to Juckett. Juckett will hold, gets it to Level. Level trying to penetrate, nothing there. Now she'll find a gap, steps into the lane, puts it up and in. UHA taking a 53-51 lead. Level continuing her dominance. Boyd into the lane, throws it up, no good. UHA able to pull away the rebound. Level out of the backcourt, has this ball stripped, is able to get it to Juckett for 3. Juckett off the glass, no good. Hendricks with the rebound. Hendricks gets uncontested to UHA, now up by 4. 3:19 to go in the overtime. Bad break there for Caldwell County as Jaggers almost had the rebound. Young goes to drive, is going to be fouled. Looks like Pentier is going to be picked up with that foul. That will be her 4th. And that will send Peyton Young to the line for the bonus. Young had a big third quarter, had 6 points in that comeback by Caldwell County as they found themselves down by 12 at one point. Young at the line now. Shots up. Misses the mark. Rebound's going to be picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks double teamed, has that ball tipped. McConnell grabs it, middle of the lane. Can't get it to drop. Hendricks able to snatch away the board. Hendricks now triple teamed. We've got a jump ball. Or no, we're going to have a foul. Looks like they're going to have a foul and they're going to get McConnell. You got to be kidding. All that they've let go tonight, and they're going to call that from the sideline? And they're going to get McConnell on her 4th foul, or her 5th foul, so that will end her night. And a heck of a game from McConnell, but a questionable call how you let some of that go. Yeah, you had Jaggers just beaten on the last shot of the ball game in regulation, and they tried the trap on the far sideline, and they'll send Hendricks to the line where she's 2 out of 5 tonight. Hendricks from the line. First is up, leaves this one short. We'll keep it a 55-51 ball game. Hendricks at the line for a second. She'll leave this one short as well. Rebound on the floor. Jaggers able to pick it up. Gets it to Boyd. We've got a numbers situation. Man rush. Boyd puts it up. No good. Carson Parker battling. Comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Jaggers. Now to Boyd. Boyd drives. Floats it up with the right hand. Can't get this one to fall. How many of those shots have we missed tonight? It's been crazy how many. Hendricks able to pick up the rebound and time ticking away. 2:36 left in the overtime. UHA with the ball and up 4. Level into the lane, uncontested, puts this up now a 6-point lead. Caldwell County needs something here. We're going to have a violation off the inbound for a turnover, and the wheels just kind of starting to come off now for Caldwell County in this overtime. Yeah, they got to collect themselves right now and think about what they want to do. 2:25, still plenty of time to get back into this, but you don't want to fall down by 8 or more at this point. Ball's inbounded to Hendricks. Hendricks skips it to Level. 3 off the mark. It's going to be picked up by Young. Young gets it to Boyd. Boyd's going to drive, floats it up with the right hand, and there's going to be a foul. That foul going against Hall will send Jada Boyd to the line.
And Eric, not a lot of contact on that one, and Jada's going to get to go to the line. Looked like Hall had decent position, so some questionable calls here late, but both sides.
Boyd's first, up and in. Cuts it down to a 5-point deficit. Looks like we had something on the court. Now Boyd will step back to the line for her second. Ball's up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Contested rebound, Parker comes away with it, gets it to Young, shots up for 2. And Caldwell County right back in this thing, now trail by 3, 2:01 to go.
Back to a one-possession game.
Juckett to inbound, throws it over the head of Level. Level able to hold, has that ball tipped, brings it out of the backcourt. Level into the lane, shot up, draws the foul. And now Level will step to the line for the Lady Blazers. Looks like that foul going against Carson Parker. Parker will pick up her 4th of the game. I'm sorry, that's her 5th, so Parker will now be fouled out.
And a lot of it has been trying to defend Level down low. If you get Level down to the blocker or inside and then think you're going to pick up the foul, you're not. You're going to have to stop her out, maybe the elbow or just inside of that, and try to pick up the charge. But so far, Caldwell County's backed up and let her come in way too far.
Level now at the line for 2. First one up and in.
And I've run out of room on the stat sheet for Level at the free throw line because she is wearing it out tonight.
Level back to take her second, hits the first. Level second, this one rattles around, no good. Jaggers picks it away, we've got a 4-point game. Boyd, coast to coast, into the lane, floats it up with the right hand, that shot is no good. Jaggers somehow able to come away with that offensive board. Jagger spins, is going to be driven out, gets it to Boyd, right elbow, this shot put up shy. Hall with the rebound, Jagger snatches this one away. Jaggers floats it up with the right-handed in. And we're back to a 2-point game. Ball in transition. And that's going to be put up by Hendricks. Almost looked like a moving block.
Yeah, moving screen. You're exactly right.
But wasn't called. That's going to be picked up. Now Boyd floats it with the right hand, no good. Goffinette throws up the putback. This one won't drop. Hall with the rebound. Hall holds, gets it off to Hendricks. We're at 58 seconds. Hendricks to Level.
2-possession ball game at this point. Caldwell County may have to send her to the line.
Level across midcourt, and she's going to be fouled by Goffinette. That will send Level to the line. Caldwell County trailing 60-56. And Level, who's just been lights out for the Lady Blazers, back at the line. Level's first is up, connects.
You got to give the kid credit. Only 3 misses at the line tonight.
And just having a outstanding night. Just all around, really, you've got to give a lot of credit to her as to why UHA is in the position that they are right now.
Well, she started the comeback after being down 8-0. Second one in, too.
Connects on the second. Caldwell County trails 62-56. 48 seconds. Boyd into the lane, shots up, no good. That's going to be corralled by Rager. She'll get it to Hendricks. Hendricks double team, gets it to Juckett. Juckett's fouled. So this will send Juckett to the line to take 2. That foul going against Jada Boyd. And as time ticks away.
Yeah, you just think back to all these short misses, especially in regulation, that could have won it. Caldwell County is, well, I bet we've missed an easy dozen from 4 feet out tonight.
Yes.
That you would like to have at least 1 back.
This will send Juckett to the line.
Juckett 0 for 2 tonight.
Juckett surveys, balls up. This one off the back of the iron. have a substitution. Kelsey Ford checking into the game for Hollowell.
If she can miss that, we come down and make. I say you got to foul Juckett even if she doesn't have the ball. You got to find a way to get her on the line and not level.
Juckett's second up, no good. Picked up by Ford, 35 seconds. Ford goes to Jaggers, back to Ford. Straightaway three, leaves this one shy. Jaggers with the rebound. Jaggers backs out to Goffinette, back to Jaggers. She'll drive. Middle of the lane, kicks it down low to Young. Shots up and in. We're going to have a full timeout taken. We'll keep it here with 18.1 seconds. And so Caldwell now trailing 62-58. And as you mentioned, coming out of this, you've got to think Juckett is the one you want to foul.
Yeah, Juckett 0 for 4 from the line tonight. Everybody else that UHA has sent to the line at some point has at least made one free throw tonight. So Hollowell checking into the ball game for Caldwell County.
Should be a exciting finish to this one. Coming into it, I know it almost looked like the wind had gotten taken out of the sails of the Lady Tigers after what they thought was going to be a foul in the middle of the lane that ended up being
a foul in the middle of the lane, not called, but Jaggers had about a 14-footer, 14-footer, got hammered from both sides, no call on it.
So now the Lady Tigers trailing 62-58, 18.1. But I think still some life. On the bright side of things, you're still in this ball game. Yeah. Just got to do a couple things right, have a couple things go your way.
Right here, if you don't get the steal quick, you're going to have to foul. And Juckett's the one that you want to put at the line if you're Caldwell County, not level, if you can at all help. And, of course, on the other side, you know UHA is going to try to get the ball into number 20.
And to her credit, has just had an outstanding game so far for the Lady Blazers.
You got Goffinette on level.
Able to skip it in to Level. Level able to break free. And now Level with some space is going to be fouled with 12.8 seconds. And you've got to think if Level hits these two, that about seals it for a UHA win.
I was a little bit surprised we didn't double team Level on the inbounds.
Now Level will step up to the line with the opportunity to extend it to 6. Level's first, rattles around, no good. So a little bit of life still.
Only her 4th miss. Still a 2-possession ball game either way. Caldwell County's got to come down and get the quickest thing that they can put up.
Second, up and in. 58-63.
So full timeout by UHA this time.
Full timeout by UHA. And so this is much like in any sport, the longest or the shorter you get on the game clock, it seems the longer the game extends, especially in these tight ones. As we mentioned, the winner of this one going on to take on Lyon County in that second region All-A championship game that will be here at the Cab.
Level has gone to the line 19 times tonight and only missed 4.
That is not a stat I would venture to say that you hear very often in high school basketball.
She's really, and she made some clutch free throws there at the end of regulation to keep it tight and to help UHA get into the overtime. Caldwell County is going to have to come down. You've got a 5-point deficit, so it's 2 possessions either way. You've got to get in. It'll be nice if you can get fouled on the shot, but you've got to get something off quick and then set up the defense to try to get a steal or a quick foul. But you've got to do everything so fast right now that you've got to get it up court. I look for UHA to at least make Caldwell County pick up the ball. They're not going to let them roll it the length of the half court and get it in. They're going to put a little pressure back there.
So Young will inbound. Going to throw it deep. And that is going to come off the hands of a University Heights defender and out for a Lady Tiger ball.
So a big break for the Lady Tigers. Actually went the length of the court and about a second off the clock.
Ball be inbounded by Ford now. Ford gets it to Jaggers. That's going to be tipped out. Lady Tigers will still maintain possession.
Half a second on the clock. That was...
They get it in to Jaggers. Jaggers to Ford. Pump fake, steps in, shots up and in.
And no timeouts left, so they don't even have to inbound.
They will inbound, and that will be your ball game. So after the overtime period, University Heights comes away the victor 63-60 over Caldwell County in what's a heartbreaking second region All-A semifinal game. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with your post game. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Another year has come and gone, and all of us at Fredonia Valley Bank want to thank everyone for another year of being able to serve you in a community where old-fashioned values and neighbor helping neighbor is still a common practice. 2018 marks our 124th year in helping people in our surrounding communities as well as our local community with their financial decisions. We take great pleasure in knowing we have helped many people over the years and developed lasting relationships along the way. Fredonia Valley Bank feels we owe our gratitude and continued success to our customers because without you, we could not be where we are today. Fredonia Valley Bank wishes everyone the best of health, happiness, and blessings throughout the new year and invites you to drop by and feel the warmth of a real community bank. Fredonia Valley Bank is located at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 innocent source.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Keys Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Keys Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Keys Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Gail Cherry. I'm a board member for Community Medical Clinic located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable in our local community. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. All insurances are welcome, as well as patients with no insurance. Community Medical Clinic providing health care services at your convenience, no extra cost.
Great news. Any size ice cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice-cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Caldwell Medical Center Sleep Lab offers diagnosis of sleep problems, including sleep apnea. 1 in every 5 Americans have significant sleep difficulties, which, when diagnosed properly, can be successfully treated. A few symptoms of sleep disorders include fatigue, morning headaches, impotence, frequent urination, irritability, memory loss, high blood pressure, and loud snoring. If you have some of these symptoms, we may be able to help you identify and treat them before they cause more serious health conditions. Caldwell Medical Center offers studies in lab and in your home depending on your insurance company's requirements. Call 270-365-0300 for more information.
Hey, Princeton, this is Jack from First Southern National Bank. I'm excited to share I'm moving my office to our Princeton branch. That means next time you're looking for a loan, whether big or small, you've got another convenient First Southern location to choose from. Be sure to stop by to see us next time you're in town. First Southern National Bank has 2 branches in Caldwell County. 1013 West Main, and 101 West Washington. Visit us online at www.ssmb.net. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409-424, NMLS 1628379.
And we are back at the Cab post-game show here. We'll have the stats in just a minute. Caldwell County Lady Tigers lose a heartbreaker tonight in overtime, 63-60 to UHA. That puts UHA in tomorrow's championship game with Lyon County here in the second region All-A Classic. That'll be at 2 o'clock here at the Cab. We're joined right now by Coach Thomas. And Coach, I know a disappointing finish to this game, the way the girls fought back. One thing I'll have to ask you right off the bat is about the shot J.C. Jaggers put up at the end of regulation. She got hammered from both sides, and we were really disappointed she didn't get a chance to go to the line and try to win it right there.
Absolutely. We didn't have a chance there at the end because normally I don't say anything about officiating, but she gets hammered. There's no way she can get that shot off, and that shot's not going to fall when you get fouled that hard. But they didn't call it, but that's okay. I'm disappointed in the loss, but I'm extremely proud of my kids, the way we fought from behind and we came back and to get into overtime and had a chance to win it there at the end of regulation. Our kids, through effort, fought hard enough to give themselves a chance to win, and I'm really proud of that.
They did. They jumped out early, 8-0 at UHA, kind of regrouped, made a run back, actually got ahead of the girls tonight by, I think, 12 at one point. You were down. And your girls, to their credit, fought back the entire second half, started by that defensive pressure when you started bringing the 2-2-1 traps and then the 1-3-1 traps. They did a good job getting the turnovers out of UHA and getting back in this ball game, and only trailed by 6 going into the fourth, and then pulled back in even at the end. But I thought defensively their pressure was great in the second half.
Yeah, we talk about that, trying to build our offense through our defense, and we've been hammering that home for the last couple of weeks or so, and I thought we did that. The bottom line is we missed too many free throws and layups. We missed them, and they hit them, and which they hit enough of them to get them the win.
That's what Coach Jacobs has not talked about, how many three-footers that just would not find the net for us tonight. We had at least a dozen or so. 5 out of 11 from the line tonight. We didn't get to the line just a whole lot tonight, as UHA went to the line 34 times. The Level kid, 19 trips to the line tonight, 15 out of 19 alone, so a big night for her. One thing that during the comeback we started making, J.C. Jaggers just started shooting lights out from 3 points, but they put I think it was the Jucket kid on her and put kind of a chaser, more of a boxing one or kind of a 2-3, but the chaser out on J.C. kind of disrupted her flow a little bit. Yeah,
they did. That was a nice move on their part. When that happens, other people got to step up. And, I felt like Jada did. Jada tried to put us on her back and go, but her shots just weren't falling.
They were not. She had the toughest luck tonight I've seen all season.
She fought through and kept taking it in there and just couldn't get it to fall. And I hate that for her because she played her heart out. And, I don't get too upset over missed shots as a coach because the players don't miss shots on purpose, Right. And we just couldn't get the ball to go in, and they did, so that's the difference.
Well, those two kids, Jaggers and Jada, both had good games tonight. Another one, Bella McConnell, fouled out late in the ball game, but the kid had 4 fouls on her, played the entire fourth quarter, and was actually diving on the floor after loose balls with 4 fouls on her.
Yeah, Bella played her heart out too. That kid's got more heart than probably anybody I've ever coached, and we got to have her on the floor. So it was a big blow to us when she finally did foul out because she's our engine. She keeps us moving, and we just got to have her out there. And we got beat from the foul line. I didn't realize the numbers were that skewed, but, we can't 15-19 from the floor for that one kid. I mean, it's hard to win basketball games when you're outscored by that much at the free throw line. And it wasn't because they weren't playing aggressive. Right. There's lots of reaching and grabbing and fouling, and they're trapping us on the shot, on the rebounds, and I thought some of those should have been fouls. But, I'm not going to get into a referee argument by any means, but because we got to take care of business and do what we're supposed to do. But when we can't foul, we get in foul trouble, it completely takes us out of what we want to do.
Yeah, you've got a great scrappy bunch, but you can't go you just don't have the players really to get any in foul trouble and try to stay in a tight game like this one. But to your credit, they battled through it all, even facing 34 free throws from UHA tonight. They battled the whole way, pulled it back into overtime, and just kind of run out of steam there at the last. But congratulations on a great effort tonight. We love. I love when I get to fill in for Coach Jacobs or Bob Warren to come up and watch you guys play, because it is fun to watch this group get out on the floor night in and night out. They have a good time. They're intense in the huddles. They pay attention, and you can expand on this if you want. But when you call a timeout, it looks like this team has your attention more than any team that I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years.
You know, I've always been blessed with good kids, and this team they're really fun to coach. They're fun to watch. They're absolutely no problem off the court. They are attentive. They want to learn. They want to do what I ask them to do. That's why it's fun to come to practice every day. It's fun to coach these young ladies, and you know, I'm just going to try to get across to them that we're all disappointed in this loss, but let's move forward. Now we got to focus on our district tournament, another postseason. That's why I love Class A, because you get 2 chances at postseason. This one kind of in the middle, but it's gone. We got to put it behind us. We got to move forward, and we got to keep trying to get better and compete in our district. Yeah,
and you're sitting pretty in the district. We got some games coming up that we'll have, but you've got a good standing right now in the district, and if you take care of business, you like the chances of you being the number 1 seed in that tournament. Right. We're gonna have to get better. We're gonna have to get better defensively. Hopkins Central is our next district opponent, and we're going to have to get some stops and not allow them to put so many points up on the board. Well, Coach, again, I'd love to congratulate you on a win tonight, but still a great effort out of this squad, and we're really proud of the way they battled all the way through and just a little bit short at the end. But thank you for joining us tonight. I know it's a tough one to come up after. Yep. Coach Thomas joining us here on the postgame show as Caldwell County almost makes the comeback from 12 down. They finish in overtime with the loss, though, 63-60 to University Heights. UHA tonight 20 out of 34 from the free throw line. Caldwell County 5 out of 11. Eric, that's about the difference in the ball game. The Level kid and Shanique Level, she's a player. I mean, you got to give her some credit. She came out and she carried this team on her shoulders, went to the line 19 times out of the 34 UHA had, and she made some clutch free throws down the stretch. Yeah, and she was really the difference in the game. We talked about the Lady Tigers working their way back in that 3rd and 4th quarter, and really she put the team on her back, so to say, and just went to work and was just deadly anytime she went through the free throw line. I know I've heard you say especially how important free throws are in a game, and that played extremely true in this case. Just absolutely clutch from the line, and was a big reason why the Lady Blazers were able to come away with that win. So hats off to her and hats off to that team for a hard-fought victory. I know that they had to come through quite a bit of adversity, just like we did, to make it to that overtime. And so overall, if you're on the Lady Tiger side, obviously not a game you like to see lost. It's always tough to lose one, especially in a tournament-style game and in the knockout stage of it in a semifinal. But on the bright side of that, just what a game. Yeah. I mean, that's, if you're going to have a game in a semifinal, that's what a semifinal looks like. Yeah. That's 2 teams fighting hard, both who deserved a spot in that final. And UHA able to come out on the right side of it. But overall, a heck of a game, and I think that speaks volumes to the grit of those young players that Caldwell County has. I think you're absolutely right. And yeah, you're talking about what I always say about if you lose a game by single digits, generally you missed enough free throws to have won tonight. That is the case. We lost by 3 and missed 6. So there's a big part of the ball game right there. Free throws so important in the ball game. Quickly looking at the scores, scoring forward, we'll just do Caldwell County's tonight. Caldwell County led by J.C. Jaggers, who got red hot in that second half. She finishes with 19 points on the night. Bella McConnell with 16 points before fouling out. And also 10 points for Peyton Young, who had a big second half, had all 10 of her points coming in the second half. Then you had 5 points for Lucy Goffinette, 4 points for Jada Boyd, who had the worst luck tonight. She put up no telling how many shots, drove the lane, had the little floaters, the little open jumpers, just could not get the lid off the goal tonight. But she finishes with 4 points, and then 2 points each for Morgan McDaniels, Kelsey Ford, and for Carson Parker. So Caldwell County loses a heartbreaker tonight in overtime. So tomorrow afternoon's championship here in the 2nd Region All-A is Lyon County and UHA. Winner of that one has a date in Richmond, middle of the week coming up.
So then just a quick update on the guys' side. It looks like UHA with a pretty sizable lead right now over Dawson Springs. And so far on the guys' side of things up in Marion tomorrow, looks like it's going to be a Livingston Central UHA final over on the boys' side of the All-A. And so both of those brackets all set, and the winner of those, as we mentioned, moving on to the state level. But to kind of wrap things up here tonight, Caldwell County does drop this one 63-60. They'll drop to 10-6 on the season. Got a lot of action coming up in the coming weeks. We're starting to hit that really busy time of high school basketball, that late January, early February, getting us ready for the postseason. And so a lot of basketball left to play, a tough one to drop here, but the good news is there's a lot more. You live to fight another day. Yeah. And so with a group this young, a good opportunity to learn, to grow, and see what they bring next week.
Yeah, this will pay dividends in the district, no doubt.
Definitely.
Especially against a tough Hopkins Central team. That's the next one coming up. So that's the big one on the radar right now. It's Caldwell County Hopkins Central. So
it should be a good matchup, that game being rescheduled from the snowpocalypse we had this past week. And so at the end of it all, UHA will move on and play Lyon County in tomorrow's Girls All-A Classic Championship game here at the Cab. It's been a great game here tonight. We're thankful for all of our sponsors who have allowed us to be possible and the support we get from the community. Had a nice crowd out at the Cab tonight. We will be back in action next week with both Lady Tigers and Tigers basketball, and we look forward to bringing all that action to you both locally on 103.3 The Tiger and online at WPKYonline.com or on YouTube searching WPKY. So for tonight's game, this has been Eric Jacobs alongside Dennis Stevens, bringing you all the action. Wish you a safe night, a good rest of the weekend. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger. All right.
Caldwell County Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball brought to you tonight by Princeton Electric Plant Board, Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Planters Bank, Community Medical Clinic, McDonald's, Caldwell Medical Center, First Southern National Bank, Pennyroyal Rural Electric, Warner Gas Company, the Woodall Agency, KFC A&W, McGregor Group, Heating and Air, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, Jeff Rousseau, Attorney at Law, Cozy Living, Interior Boutique, Morgan Funeral Home, and Fredonia Valley Bank.